In this episode of Moi TV, I'm going to be picking up again the focus that we've been looking at when it comes to influencer marketing in 2020. As part of our mini series on this, we're going to be looking at influencer marketing throughout history. Now, if you always thought that being an influencer or working with one was a hot newfangled thing, especially in business, then you're going to see by the end of this episode how influencer and influencer marketing is very real throughout history. Let's begin then by looking at some old examples of influence in different parts of history. To begin with, influence in business. How to Win Friends and Influence People, written by Dale Carnegie, was first released in 1936. It is still a bestseller today, by the way, and it talks about lots of effective ways of using influence to further your career or your fortune throughout business. Shoot forward in time to the 40s and the world was consumed with World War II. So as part of that, women were very heavily influenced in lots of different ways, both by businesses and the government, to go out and work. So they were encouraged to fill the shoes of their husbands, their brothers and their fathers, because they were probably all off fighting war. Influence in politics. Ancient Greek philosophers were very connected to politics at that time, and with their major influence as a result of their wisdom, they informed politics to benefit themselves. Now, of course, in current day, we still have lots of very clever people. They're usually very rich and wealthy business owning people, and they have influence over politics. However, you might also see that there are very powerful business owners, and they may have wisdom for sure, but they certainly have great wealth. And there has been many documented events where these people have also been able to inform politics, usually for their own financial gain. Influence in culture, specifically concerning beauty. Despite coming into power in 51 BC, Cleopatra has maintained influence still today over the legend that is around her milk bathing and cat-eyed beauty regime. It is widely argued that the success behind Elizabeth Taylor's first perfume line, White Diamonds, has actually been a knock-on effect of her playing the role of Cleopatra in the very famous movie from 1963. We're going to jump forward in time then to the 1980s when I was a little girl, and I remember the whole fitness scene, particularly around the Olympics, and it was at that time that you'd see influence in advertising, and you'd see people who were regarded as exceptionally fit, usually Olympians, recommending snacks and cereal bars to encourage you to have a healthy life just like they do. If you want to talk about using the right micro-influencers to build brand equity and sales in your business, then you might want to book a call with me. You just need to head to www.laurapearman.com/cyber-cocktail and make sure that you pick a date and time that works best for your schedule. Why people think influencer marketing is just an Insta thing. In the last decade, influencer marketing has become heavily influenced by Instagram. At first, we saw bloggers and other content creators making money by using their influence online to encourage sales. However, with the incredible rise of the reality star, we have seen more and more cases in the media where influencer marketing has gone incredibly wrong. It's easy to see as a result of that why most people think influencer marketing is just an Instagram thing. The legal implications and measures in 2020. In fact, it is these types of celebs who have been promoting potentially damaging or harmful or unethical products to their following that has resulted in significant changes in terms and conditions being created for brands to adhere to in order to use influencer marketing on social media. In the US, the FTC has significant terms and conditions that both brands and influencers need to adhere to if they're going to take part in an influencer marketing agreement. The UK also has a very in-depth set of consumer protection laws which do the exact same thing as the FTC over in America. So whilst the more ambiguous art of influence is certainly a lot more transparent, I think it's fair to say that even with these increased terms and conditions and rules, influencer marketing is not going to be going anywhere anytime soon. And in particular, I think there will continue to be a trend of brands picking micro influencers who have very niche followings within the Wilt community as social media continues to diversify and expand. I've been your host, Laura Pearman. It has been such a pleasure talking with you today. Thank you for sticking around with me. If you're interested in learning a little bit more about influencer marketing, then you probably want to take a look at these episodes up next. I'll see you next time. Mwah. Now, before you go anywhere, don't forget to subscribe. Mwah.